Right now on Xtra 1360, Aztecs assistant coach leading that wide receiver group, Hunkie Cooper, with us now on Xtra. Hunkie, good morning. How's your day? Thanks for your time.
Good morning, Justin. Everything is good, man. How about you guys?
We're doing well, Hunkie. Let's begin with this week of practice because, again, I don't know if I fully understand how difficult it is to operate in this day and age. How is this week of practice compared to last year, and how different are things?
It's very different, especially for the young guys you coming in and expecting to play and be able to contribute at as freshmen. But our veteran guys, we've been groomed, and we've been taught how to work, do anything. Those guys, we have a toughness about us. We have a mental preparation and mental toughness about us, and our strength and conditioning coach, Coach Adam Hall, does a good job, and our whole staff just preparing guys for situations. But this is different, especially when you're a teenager and you're missing out on the social part of life and not able to communicate with your family, and you communicate with them, but you can't see them. But everything is different. We talk about our kids are on Facebook and social media, and they're on the phones and they're on the video games too much, and now it's their way of living. They have to be on a computer screen for classes. They have to be on a computer screen for doctor visits, and they have to be on computer screens for meetings and position meetings. And so it's been difficult, but at the same time, our guys have been focused. They've been locked in, to get your temperature checked to come in the building, to put a wristband on. So I think San Diego State and our athletic department and our training staff, they've done a really, really good job in keeping our guys focused and on the task at hand, and that's to win a conference championship.
Coach, I would assume that your wide receiver core probably looks at you like dad away from dad as a father figure, not only as their position coach. Do you have to constantly remind them about the COVID protocols and being smart?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, again, the young ones. The guys that have been here, they understand the way we coach. They understand our expectations. They understand that we play for our seniors. These guys have been in this program 5 years, some 5.5, some 4.5, and it's their final year to possibly play. And so it's about them. It's not about us. We have to make sacrifices in our room so that everybody else, the seniors that's made so many sacrifices, have an opportunity to play. But yeah, ever since I've been coaching, I'm a father. Every decision I make it as a father first and as a coach, because if I wouldn't put my son in the situation, then I definitely wouldn't put your son in the situation. So that's the way we approach it, and that's the way I've always coached, and you're exactly right on that.
Aztecs assistant coach Hunkie Cooper with us on Xtra 1360. Kickoff tomorrow, 12:30, Nevada and San Diego State. Hunkie, this is a team, Nevada, that they are second in FBS rankings in passing yards per game. 382 yards a game. They can put up points, about 34 points a game they've averaged through 4 games. You know who your starting quarterback is. We do not as of now, between Lucas Johnson and Carson Baker. If it's a shootout, if they're able to stop the run, are the Aztecs are they ready to go into the air if they have to?
You know what? We're our football team. We've been built on the run game here since I've been here. So it's nothing new. It just changed the personnel look. We just knew we used to line up with one tight end. We run the football and we play action off of it. And now we got 2 tight ends and 2 wideouts, and sometimes we're in 3 wide receiver sets. So our motto is the same. We're going to be physical. We're going to run the football up front. We're going to control the time of possession, and we're just going to run the football and be aggressive. I think if you win on the line of scrimmage, that's what dictates the game. There'll be situations where we have to put the ball in the air. There'll be situations where we're going to put the ball in the air because we've prepared to do certain things. But it's always about the trenches. I don't care how good your skilled people are. Your quarterback, your receivers, your running back. If you don't control that line of scrimmage and you don't control that point, then you don't win football games. And if you turn the football over, you don't win football games. And, so Reno, they're a really, really good football team. They're physical. And that's our MO. We've been physical. They beat us the last 2 years. And, but our defense is always in the tops in the country. So they got a really high-powered offense that, like the Carson Strong, like to throw the ball down the field, and Romeo Dubs. And, they got a great connection. And so but our defense has never been a slouch. We play hard. We give them different looks. Our guys pressure the football, and then they get to the football. So, again, it's going to be a matter of us playing complementary football, offense, scoring points, defense, getting takeaways and stops, and special teams being consistent and not turning the football over. And that's the key to winning. It's not any one player.
Aztecs wide receivers coach Hunkie Cooper with us here on Xtra tomorrow against the Wolfpack in Reno, 10:30 pregame, 12:30 kickoff. Coach, being as successful as this team has been offensively from a running standpoint, has it ever hindered you in recruiting wide receivers who may say you don't throw the ball enough?
Coach, Justin, this for me, I go out and get guys that want to win and have a great college experience. And I'm honest with them on the road. Hey, we'll run the ball for the team first. That's how we won. You have Marshall Faulks and Ronnie Hillmans and Donnell Humphreys and Rashad Pennies and now Greg Bells and Dewan Washington. You don't get those type of players here. If you want to go to the league as a quarterback, go to USC. But if you want to go to the league as a running back, I think you San Diego State. Now, San Diego State used to be wide receiver U. And you had the J.R. Tolvers and you had the Oz Hakeems and you had guys that were, really, really good players. And so, and I think, as we continue to build this offense and, it's in a new trending direction. I think as we continue to build it, we'll get the type of receivers we need in here. And you got guys like Jesse Matthews and Kobe Smith. And the wide receiver room is no slouch by any means. These guys work their butts off every day, but they do also understand that if we got to win running the football, then that's the game plan, then that's what we'll do. If you look back on film, when Greg Bell scores, you're going to see B.J. Buzzley, you're going to see Kobe Smith, you're going to see T.J. Sullivan, you're going to see all these Jesse Matthews. These guys are the first ones to the end zone because we work so hard every day. Now, and I think we're going to get our opportunities. And when we get them, we just got to maximize and capitalize on them. But when I'm on the road recruiting, I'm going to recruit guys that fit our system. I'm going to get guys that have toughness about them. We're going to get guys that work hard, that are great student athletes, and guys that want to be a part of a winning tradition. And so now you might get a guy that's a 5-star, 4-star receiver, and he wants the football every game. Some guys are catching the ball 10 times a game, more than we throw it. But at the end of the day, they're 2-9, 2-10 at the end of the season. So we'll get our opportunities, and when we get them, we'll capitalize on them. You guys have seen Jesse Matthews and Kobe Smith, so we know what we have. And when the opportunity presents itself, we're going to stand up and play. And recruiting will never be an issue because San Diego is a beautiful city. We have a great program, and we're going to always have success here.
And I was going to say, conversely, the NFL scouts, when looking at wide receivers, it's just not can you catch the ball, can you block either on a running play or once the ball is caught by somebody else, can you get downfield and block? And obviously your guys can do that as well. Coach, always appreciate the time. Good luck against the Wolfpack. Can't wait for this one. Have a great day.
I really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks. There's Coach Hunkie Cooper, wide receivers coach